Get the video you crave at cnettv.com.
You really need to turn that down.
Far time, ladies and
killing me.
gentlemen. I'm Jeff Bakalar.
I'm Wilson Tang.
And I'm Justin Yu.
And this is the show where we can feel it calling in the air tonight.
Hold on.
Hold on.
What a great song. You guys really need to pop into the chat room if you're up at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. Because, man, there was some karaoke going on this morning with the new videos.
There's a lot of fun to be had.
We were doing 80s styles music videos.
Yeah. If you thought karaoke with the 404 was good on the audio portion, wait till you see the video. It's disgusting. And Wilson, I'd appreciate you never getting that close to my mouth ever again.
You ain't seen
come
nothing
on.
yet.
It was the back of your ear, man.
Disgusting. This guy's whispering sweet nothings.
It was
in my
cool,
ear.
though. It looked good. Man, that looked funny.
I'm really good at it. Really good at it.
So we got plenty to talk about on today's show. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in if you're listening live. And if you've recorded it, good on you as well.
But you can't see us.
You can't see
You
us,
can
but
only
that's
hear
fine.
it.
We got plenty of things to talk about. First, I want to talk about our meetup.
Oh,
yeah.
you want to talk about that again?
Well, you know, it occurred to me yesterday when I had listened to the beginning of the Allison Rosen episode.
Right.
And it occurred to me that we didn't really thank everyone who came. We
Yeah.
did. We blanketed everyone who came.
Well,
We
there are
thanked
about
everyone.
150 people that were there, so
There
it'd
were-
be a
there
little
were-
bit difficult.
But, you know, people who are like regulars in the chat room, people who like really, you know, are here every day.
Right.
Like our friend Angela.
Angelicious was there.
Angelicious was there. She was quite pleasant to talk to.
Our friend
Yeah.
Yamani was there.
Oh,
which was
Yamani
really
was
cool.
great.
Our friends Scott and Jenna were there as well.
Yeah.
So I wanted to really, and if we didn't thank you for some reason, Jose, I remember our buddy Jose was
Of course,
there.
yeah.
And our previous, we have previous guests on there. Dan the Mantern.
Dan the
showed
Man-
up.
Oh, Dan the
Mantern showed
Mantern.
up.
Julie from the Digital City podcast at CNET.
She was there?
Yeah. Yes, Julie was there. Of course, Phil Ryan.
Phil Ryan.
Our buddy Matt Fitzgerald.
Matt Fitzgerald
Cheryl
was there.
Holloway made her.
Cheryl Holloway was there.
Everyone was there.
You knew
Heavy. No, Flo.
Flo was there. That's
Flo
right.
was there.
You know who was also there?
Who?
Courtney.
Oh, that's
Courtney
right.
was there. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but little backstory. She's the caller that has a very sexy voice.
Used to leave a lot of scandalous messages.
Scandalous messages for yours
back in the
truly.
day. Yeah, just for
Our
you,
new buddy
though.
Ken Stringfellow was there.
Of course, Ken Stringfellow was there. Big fan of the show. He actually wanted a T-shirt, so
Yeah,
your
that's true.
T-shirt is in the mail, Mr. Stringfellow.
Yes.
Check it out. Much love to you, sir.
Absolutely. Just
Enjoy that
just let
life
us know
of
what
yours.
size
Yeah.
you are.
The guy's a bundle of fun, isn't he?
Here we are, we're thinking Tom Merritt hates fun.
Yeah.
We got the wrong guy.
Here's a guy who takes himself way too seriously, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, what
On
a
today's
dearth of
show,
human emotion, that guy.
plenty of fun to be had. We have a winner to the Tom Avery book contest. It's our buddy Mike with that insane shark story.
Right.
It's a story about a guy. Dude, he outswam a shark.
That's
Whoa.
unbelievable.
We didn't really outswim it.
Okay.
He just got away enough to sort of get on the boat.
Right.
And then the shark at the last minute like tried to bite him.
Uh-huh.
And then he basically like
Punched him in the face.
He like jabbed it in its gill or
Oh,
something.
snap.
And the thing just
What?
like
This is like the most unbelievable story ever. The shark had a laser on its head,
no,
too.
and
which
the
is really
and then
weird.
the shark's like, "Oh, why'd you do that?" Then he swam away.
Yeah, so congratulations, dude.
Yeah,
You
for
won.
sure.
You
won.
tased the shark.
Big
You
time.
win. We just
You
send
win a
us-
prosthetic limb to replace the one that you lost.
Just send us your address, and we will get that book out to you lickety split.
Send it to the 404 at cnet.com. We'll get
Yeah.
it off to you post-haste.
Absolutely.
But
Whatever
also,
you want.
thank you to everybody else who submitted their horror stories. That really bummed us out, so really appreciate all the submissions.
No,
Yeah.
I really like that one from the Philippines where that dude was
Shot at.
shot at.
Yeah.
That was
See,
pretty.
we were thinking about making that the winner, but then we realized that like gang violence isn't something.
Well,
that
it wasn't
should
really
be-
gang
No.
violence.
But it was a gang that
Okay,
that
it
went
was-
after him.
We also realized that, getting shot in the Philippines, that's like a Tuesday. That happens. That's like a Wednesday. Is that
come
really
on,
anything
man.
special happening
That's not-
in the Philippines?
that's
Come
not-
on.
I mean, I've been there before, and I've witnessed a mini bat fight, which was really
a
messed
mini
up.
bat fight?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a mini bat
Was this
fight.
just like miniature bats?
There are these like tiny little bats that like you would get at a like a baseball stadium
Like
or
a
something
shank?
like that.
Or
but
like
they'll
a-
like hit them together with the. I don't know. It's crazy. You guys need to go to the Philippines and check out a mini bat.
Yeah,
fight.
that's their actual leading campaign for tourism.
Yeah, no.
Is the mini bat fighting?
Come on, I'm
that can be
joking.
had there.
All of my friends are Filipino.
Yeah.
I love my Pinay and Pinoy brothers and sisters. Check it out.
Let's get into today's stories. You know, it'd be nice if one day we could actually talk on our show without mentioning Twitter.
Yeah, maybe we should do that today and not talk about this
I don't
story.
know. There's a bunch of stories.
But there's
I
a
guess
lot.
I feel lately.
You know what it is? You know what it
Thing
is now?
Twitter's blowing up. It's not our fault.
Remember when
Twitter's
every day,
the new internet.
Well, it's true. Twitter is the internet now.
Right.
And remember the days where we only used to have stories about Facebook?
Right.
Now it's only about Twitter.
Ah,
So
that's
you
true.
understand how that's working now.
Okay, so what's the new Twitter story in the news today?
Well, Pizza Hut is searching Twitter for an intern.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the entire company, the billion-dollar company,
One intern.
The Pepsi company is looking for one intern.
See, the problem with today's economy is that they can't hire like CFOs and CEOs anymore. They just got to hire 30 interns to do the same job.
It's true,
And they're unpaid too.
Hey, one intern with a Twitter account is as equally powerful as a CEO.
That's
of
true.
Pepsi. Let's be honest.
Well, that's like the whole marketing department now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it's just
send, you send the
Twittering.
right Twitter, and you could destroy a company.
Yeah.
Or
All you got to
make
do
it
is
the
set
next
up a
big thing.
Google News alert for Pizza Hut and then respond to that. You're fine.
Yeah.
Totally,
That's
totally.
So they're
the
actually
way of the
looking
world.
for a new
Way of the
intern
world.
for Pizza Hut?
No, they're looking for an intern to Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I misspoke a little.
So a lot of companies do this. This isn't something that's very new. Like Palm, I noticed had a Twitter this morning. And I guess they would just look up people that would mention Pizza Hut and then respond to complaints and whatnot on the website,
I don't
right?
know. Like, they've got to like really drum up some sort of interest in this.
Yeah, I mean, it
Beyond
sounds like they
sort
just
of
don't
like-
want to get to where Domino's Pizza was.
Yeah,
right.
You know, they don't want to make that
You know,
mistake.
well,
again.
I mean, there's plenty of ways to avoid those types of situations.
Right.
You know, just regular hygiene.
I don't know, like, it would be really easy for them to do like contests all day.
Yeah.
Or things like that. Like,
They could do that.
respond to this Twitter real quick, get a free,
Win a free
large
pizza.
pizza.
What they should have done is done a special promotion for yesterday, which was 420. And that's just like any other date. That's just April 20th.
there's nothing special.
I'm
about
Nothing
420.
special about
I'm very
420.
proud of us that we didn't even mention it.
No, we didn't.
No,
And you know,
which is
we had some guests on yesterday. We had Adam.
Who clearly looked like they had been celebrating all day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No,
all day.
well, come on.
No, I'm joking.
Let's
I'm
not
joking.
speak for those
I
guys.
kid.
But yeah, what did you guys do yesterday? Anything special? Did you
Well-
guys hang out with some friends?
No, I just watched playoff hockey like a
Yeah.
gentleman.
You know, we were talking about this yesterday, Jeff. I noticed that G4 was running a special. They were calling it G420. They were showing Half Baked all day.
Yeah, they
right?
showed Half Baked, and then they showed the Doug Benson Super High Me documentary.
Right. Have you seen that?
I have seen it. It's really bad.
Yeah,
Really?
it's not that good.
It's not
Like,
good at all.
I actually think it hurt the movement.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It actually.
In what
ma-
way?
It was like it was almost the negative effect of the whole
Yeah,
Michael
it's
Phelps.
seriously
law.
like
Oh.
nothing but stoners.
Yeah,
while high,
Right.
trying to explain
Well,
why
first of
everybody.
all-
It's just the
first of
worst
all,
representation
the
of a
whole
stoner.
the whole idea of the movie was like, oh, I'm gonna smoke weed every day nonstop for
Yeah.
30 days.
Right.
I know so many people who do that.
Yeah.
And they lived completely normal life. Like it wasn't revealing anything.
Yeah.
At least when they did the Super Size Me movie, he sort of went in depth about the the fast food industry and the legal
You learn
battles.
from it,
You
yeah.
learn. You don't
Yeah.
learn dick.
You would think that the movie would expose people that are actually functioning potheads, right? That
No,
are
and
really
but
creative,
instead,
done things.
Doug Benson sits around for a month,
Yeah.
stoned out of his mind, doing mediocre stand-up.
Plus,
Well,
you
you
don't
know,
have to
for
get
him-
super baked every day for 30
I was gonna
days.
say
No,
for
Just
him, it was
smoke an
probably
adequate
it
amount.
just felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, I've been talking for 3 days,
the,
man.
the only thing that was borderline funny about it was that for 30 days before, he didn't smoke weed for 30 days.
Right.
And he was like jonesing for a joint the whole time.
Okay, so he
But
was like
it's-
a 12-year-old
but it's funny,
kid
though,
just
it just
discovering
shows
it.
you how, like, even the biggest potheads, they go 30 days and they turn out okay. Like,
Yeah.
they don't, no one's like, scratching their neck off.
Right,
you know.
fiending for it.
Yeah.
No, but I just think 420 is kind of ridiculous. Like,
It
why do
is.
you need this one day?
It
you know what I mean?
is.
It's like Valentine's Day
Right.
or Mother's Day. You shouldn't need one day to celebrate something.
Well, we were talking about it on the walk home
Smoke
yesterday.
weed every day.
Actually, on the Twitter yesterday,
Yeah.
I got like a bunch of tweets at 420 on 420.
Really?
Right.
Being like, ha ha ha.
yeah.
Well, yeah, once 420's reached Twitter, the joke is over. The fun is over.
And the
Not
most
only-
ridiculous thing about 420 is that everyone has their own idea about where the original 420 came from. People
Right.
are like, it's an old police code.
It's what the cops used to say before they busted us.
Yeah, that's how long your joint should be. 4 feet, 20 inches, man. What? That is not where it came from.
You know,
It's
I've
actually
even
5
heard-
feet 8 inches.
Yeah,
but-
right.
I've even heard people claim that they started it like at their high school.
Yeah.
wow,
No,
wow.
I read something in the New York Times yesterday that
Right.
said that it was started by these kids in Northern California
Right.
Yeah,
that just
that's what
randomly
they
decided to
always say.
smoke
Yeah,
weed at
that's all.
420.
That's all.
And then just caught on from
It
there.
took off. That's all it is. There's no crazy etymology behind it. It's just regular stoner attitude.
Just
like,
random shit.
So now we were talking about it. Now we're like, all right, so 420 is actually ruined now.
Right.
If it lost all legitimacy for me back in high school.
Of course.
It's just not a big deal anymore.
Right.
But now G4 comes around. They're like, hey, man, it's G420.
We have a 4 in our name. Maybe we should
Check
use
it out.
20.
Day to exploit this, day to everyone.
Let's not shit
it's
all
bad.
over G4 because
I'm not. I'm just saying.
let's face it, I'm
they
trying to
kinda
get a job
killed
there.
it. They kinda killed it. They did kill 420.
Well, I mean, I think no matter what G4 does, people are still going to enjoy 420.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Well, let's move on
Let's
a little
move.
bit. I actually want to talk about another sort of experience-changing substance.
Right.
Beer. Okay.
Beer.
I like
Okay.
that segue, dude.
Good, nice.
I'm a fan.
Very smooth.
Now, I'm upset with this article. This is out of Reuters UK. They're saying beer goggles are non-existent. I'm sorry, they are. I don't care what anyone says, dude.
I don't know.
I've heard things that refute this. That say no, yes, you're more likely to just.
Right.
Maybe you're more likely to just be, I guess,
See,
sexually.
I think it's the liquid courage.
Yeah.
It's not,
Well, no,
it's
right.
not altering.
Oh,
though.
no, but
no, for
beer
sure.
goggles means that you would hook up with someone that you would normally hook up
Right,
with.
But what I'm saying is that they don't actually change your perception of what people look like.
Right.
I think you're just more willing to be like, well,
Do anything.
I guess she'll do.
Yeah.
That's really what
Right,
it is.
right.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
she has female parts?
Yeah.
Sold. Sold.
A winner! We have a winner! You're like, look at your watch. You're like, oh, it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm wasted.
Like, I'm not seeing a bulge in your pants. You'll do. You'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. That'll do, donkey.
A Shrek impression? Shrek with beer goggles? Oh,
That'll do.
you have legs, donkey. You will do.
Are you a male donkey?
You sort of talk, donkey. You talk with a human voice, so you'll do. Oh, terrible.
So the study, though.
No, but you know what? Speaking of, we can bring this back to the 420 thing. I think there's such a thing as weed goggles, too. What do you think? Because
what?
I feel like...
Weed goggles works
goggles.
for food.
No, like you'll eat anything. You're like, oh, durian fruit? Bring it on.
No. The only thing I think weed really does to you, and I'm not speaking from personal experience. I just read about this.
Yeah, of course. Good disclaimer.
It just makes you not do anything for some. If you know,
Really?
well, I mean, some people fall asleep.
Yeah.
Some people,
Because I was going to say,
sit on
my
the couch.
friend Dustin,
Yeah.
when he smokes weed, and I encourage him not to do so all the
Yeah,
time because
'cause
that's
this is
illegal,
terrible.
right? That's a crime. But my friend Dustin sort of gets, the weed goggles.
I'm fine.
And he's woken up, next to people that he wouldn't normally,
Wake up to.
donkey without,
Donkey.
without that weed in his system.
That's understandable.
But anyway, I don't know. I think this article is total bullshit.
No,
no,
it's absolutely
so,
true.
yeah,
though.
get to the science
The
behind
whole
it.
point was that they got a bunch of people drunk.
Yeah.
And,
This sounds good already. Real scientific.
So they
guys.
got
and
everyone wasted.
before and after, they showed them pictures of attractive or not so attractive people.
Right.
And the responses were pretty much similar.
What was that?
But yeah,
No,
what's
like
on-
people who you found unattractive before you were drunk.
Right.
You still thought they were unattractive.
But see,
while
there's a
you were
difference
drunk.
between finding somebody unattractive and not wanting to do them.
That's the thing. They should have said now, given your opinion on
Yeah.
this person in your current state of inebriation.
Right.
Would you still do it?
Would you do them?
Would you still do it?
Yeah.
Well,
Like maybe you wouldn't try so hard, but if it just literally fell into your lap, then yes, you would do that.
that's what it is. Beer goggles they're not goggles. They're
Yeah.
like brain goggles.
It's like the would you do question.
it's like you just jump to these conclusions right
Yeah.
away.
Maybe you
That's
wouldn't want to
really-
marry them, but boff, for sure.
For sure.
But anyway,
let's move it right
on.
along. Oh, man, we have a great rundown today.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
talk
we do.
about this a little bit. A bunch of, all the teenagers who do listen to this show might get a kick out of this. The Sidekick LX comes out May 13th. And
You
the
are
launch
a
event is
big
today.
fan of the Sidekick. When I was trying to find a new phone, see, because I was before I had this weird thing when
Yeah.
I was trying to get rid of my iPhone. You were really pushing me to get a Sidekick.
Well, okay, like if
I'm
you're
not like 10 years old, man.
dude, but like if
I-
if you love messaging people,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and you love Swarovski crystals, then get a Sidekick.
Now, you know what it
and
is?
you're really into Hello Kitty,
Yeah.
get a Sidekick.
I had a sidekick when I was 15, I think,
Yeah.
or 16. No, later on. They came out later. I hated it.
Yeah.
It was so annoying to have and to hold and just
to
flipping
have
around.
and to hold.
It just didn't feel
Till
right.
death do you part.
I had the first one that was in black and white also,
Right.
and
well,
I just
it was
felt
also
like such
a brick,
schmuck.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it weighed like 2 pounds.
And
Yeah,
you know
it was
what?
big.
It's not good that the best part of a Sidekick is that flippy function too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like the software or the cool keyboard. It's the flippy function.
And now I just associate sidekicks with people who don't look where they're going when they walk down the street. I just instantly, they're a sidekick person. Oh,
And they're
watch out for that
huge, too.
subway.
That's the thing, though. Like with a BlackBerry, you can message with one hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Sidekick, you got to.
No, you gotta double
Well,
grab that.
And that
Double
thing, yeah,
fisted right
that thing
there.
is too big. I don't like that you have to carry around a fanny pack in order to carry it around. You know?
Way true. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
it's
thing's
huge.
But
huge.
the new Sidekick comes out today. It's got like a better camera finally.
Yeah,
Because I think the before it was like a 0.3 megapixel
right.
thing, and now it's a 2.3 whatever megapixel.
Perfect for
camera.
taking naked pictures of yourself and
Oh,
sending
yeah.
to your friends.
sexting. Yeah, perfect cell phone for
Yeah,
sexting.
it's like the tween hobby right now.
That's what I'm talking
That's why
about.
I'm getting one.
I
Actually.
mean, I wouldn't know that for sure. My friend Dustin was telling me that apparently a lot of kids sex message.
They do. It's the future of
But
text messaging.
it's 3G enabled. It's got
Yeah.
GPS on it, so now
Okay.
you'll be able to know when your other friends are around.
Right. Welcome to
probably.
the 21st century, Sidekick.
And it's the thinnest Sidekick ever,
Right.
Well, congratulations.
meaning it only has to be thinner than an inch in order for it to
Do
actually be
you
the
work
thinnest.
for
I
T-Mobile
was gonna
or
say, like,
something?
are you heavily invested in danger? I
Yeah,
mean,
like why are you such a proponent of the Sidekick?
Well, I'm just surprised at the number of people who do use Sidekick.
I'm not at all.
yeah, I mean,
It's
you
a-
would
you know what it
obviously
is?
rather have a BlackBerry.
To me,
right?
Yeah.
it's sort of. I think it was one of the first sort of like status symbol, devices. I think,
Right.
How what the iPhone is now, the Sidekick was in 2004 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, who even has those things anymore?
I
that
don't
are
know. I
over
see them
20
all the
years
time
old?
on the street. People walking down, falling into manhole covers all the time. That's it. All right,
You don't help them either, do you?
no. Oh, you like it down there, Sidekick. Where's your Sidekick now? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have plenty to talk about. Plus, it's Tuna Tuesday. You know what that
Oh,
means.
shit.
Oh God! Yes.
We'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere.
This is the 404 MRFers, the show where we all sing songs.
I'm Lori Grunin,
And I'm Matt Fitzgerald.
and you should be listening to Indecent Exposure, CNET's digital imaging podcast. If you're interested in all sorts of stuff about cameras, camcorders, and anything to do with making pretty pictures,
Listen to us every Thursday, and you can subscribe to us at indecentexposure.cnet.com.
Hey guys, this is Veronica Belmont from Texila and Core, and you are listening to the 404 podcast, the show where obviously I am not snubbing Justin Yu.
Ooh, whoa.
Anymore.
Anymore.
And that's what happens.
That was that incident, right?
The thrill is gone.
Can't even talk about that
The thrill
right
is
now.
gone.
It's a woman's right to choose, man.
It is.
My God!
All right. Anyway, we
God
do
bless
have
her.
some
God bless her.
voicemails, though, right?
We just have one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it, Jamie.
Time to show the love. 866-404-CNET.
So I just got an email from Ryan Block, and he is not happy about that.
Dear Justin.
Is that how he talks?
Like, what was that?
I don't know.
Is
I don't
that
even
why
know.
my kid has stretchy eyes?
Dear Justin.
Is he evil? Or is he the movie guy? The
I was going to
trailer
say
guy?
he's doing a trailer.
Yeah.
In a world where Justin steals my girlfriend.
Danger. Excitement.
He always edit it.
The power. All right.
All right, Tuna Tuesday time.
Jeffrey, Wilson, and Justin. How are you? It's Tina Schwartz, Tuna Tuesdays. I know I'm being a little quiet right now. That's because I'm in Amsterdam. I flew out here last week to celebrate 420, which was yesterday.
It
I'm a
was.
little quiet right now because I'm actually taking a tour of Anne Frank's house. Amsterdam has been awesome. Yesterday was one of the greatest days ever. And I'm glad I actually remembered and have enough brain cells left to call each of you. When I get back to the States, we got to arrange some sort of dinner party.
Dinner party.
And although I'm in Amsterdam, I'm still enjoying my Tuna Tuesday. I'm having tuna melt for breakfast,
That's a lot of
a
tuna.
tuna tartare
Tuna
for
tartar.
lunch, and then I'm going to be having spicy tuna rolls for dinner. This is wow, I forgot my name. I must be messed up. Tuna Schwartz, Tuna Tuesday.
What?
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Not bad.
Oh, I love that he had to mention the fact that he was taking a tour of Anne Frank's house.
Well,
what was even the point of that?
No, he's a cultured guy. I guess
Yeah.
he is a guy. We've established
Is
that.
he?
Yeah.
He's got a weird name.
Yeah. Tina Schwartz.
Tina, that's a weird. Is that a common male name?
I
It's like
think
Pat.
so. Yeah, it is. It's very
Well, thank
ambiguous.
you for calling, Tina
Well, thanks for the
Schwartz.
call. Guys, fill up our voicemail box, 1-866-404-CNET. That's how you do it. You can leave us a voicemail.
Maybe try to
our buddy
write down
Tina.
some notes before you
Yeah,
begin.
maybe read from a script.
Check it
Something
out.
That's all
like
I'm
that.
saying.
It's
You
good.
know? We need, So do that. We'll play some more for you guys tomorrow, and we thank everyone for calling in.
For sure.
Back to the rundown.
Ooh, so we were talking about phones earlier. I wanted to talk about this story.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jeff, you were thinking about maybe getting a new iPod. I think you should get a new iPhone because a Hulu app is finally coming to the iPhone.
Okay,
Pretty cool.
Now this is definitely a very big deal.
Yeah.
For me, I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary of paying $30 a month for cell
I
phone
hate
service.
you. I absolutely
and
hate you.
explain really quick to people that don't know, how do you get that?
Back in the day, 2
Yeah.
years ago, Sprint was offering this plan called the Cero plan,
Right.
which was a Sprint employee referral offer.
Are you Chinese?
No,
Did you say splint?
I did.
Okay.
Sprinter. So basically what was going on is all you needed to do was log in and sign up with like a fake Sprint email password.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, email address.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, got...
No, you did it legit.
It was supposed to be for friends and family.
I didn't,
You
I
knew
didn't cheat
someone
the
who worked
system.
at
I knew someone at Sprint. He's like, oh, just use my email address. It's cool. I used his email. He's like, it's no problem. Everyone's doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. I did that.
It was Justin's friend, Dustin.
It was
right?
Justin's friend,
Right,
Dustin.
Dustin hooked you up.
And for 2 years, I was paying $30 a month for 500 minutes, unlimited nights and weekends, and
Right.
unlimited data and texting. Do you believe that?
That is crazy.
That is coming up. It's expiring in July.
Yeah, so it's a hard argument to make for you to jump up to $100 a month from
Exactly.
$30.
I don't know. Is
But
that the most expensive? I'm sorry,
That's the
least,
cheapest.
That's the cheapest for an
you can
iPhone.
get. Yeah, I
a
mean,
lot of
unless you
cash.
do like somehow get the first generation, which is would be
I'm not
pointless.
doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You would have to at least pay around $90, maybe $100 with tax.
And don't
But-
forget, too, if you work for a big company, not CBS, though,
Yeah.
there are corporate discounts. A lot
Right.
of people can get
You could do
corporate
that as
discounts.
well, but you're going to end up paying at least $70 for sure.
See,
but
it's-
it's pretty cool that a Hulu app, a free one at that, is coming to the iPhone.
It is cool. And
I
don't get me
personally
wrong.
prefer CBS's TV.com,
TV.com
app.
Because I can't get enough of 2.5 Men.
Of
Exactly.
course, and CBS is great. I personally just don't think that
CBS.
Hulu
I mean,
has anything on them.
I love Charlie Sheen. I
Right.
just watch him all day. I think
Charlie
he's a role
Sheen,
model.
Yeah.
we emailed him. He might be on the show down the road.
Right, and
So-
who can't get enough of that fat kid eating food?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, talk about fun.
I could watch half hour of that all day long.
Speaking of ditching your cable box, yes, it does sound like look, if they come out with a 64 gigabyte iPhone,
Yeah.
by the time my Sprint deal is up,
Mm-hmm.
I'll consider it.
And you can't just carry around two devices anymore. Like in
No, I
this
know.
age of convergence,
I know.
you're going to carry around
Well-
two bulky
well, the
things.
big
I mean,
thing-
look at me, though. I got to carry around like 6 little gadgets all day.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
no,
you have
that's
a utility
that's
belt.
ridiculous.
That's disgusting.
But check it out, my Mogul phone, it did break. The SD card slot broke.
Yeah.
So now I can't listen to music on it anymore.
Shit, man.
Okay.
What
so
you
I'm-
should do is just use your shuffle until the summertime.
I don't have a shuffle.
I thought you had one before.
No.
Oh, okay.
I,
well,
I just got to go to get a Cracker Jack box, and I get it.
yeah. Just start humming to yourself.
Yeah, that's
the analog MP3 player.
But I'm dead serious. An iPhone will be maybe a consideration if it does jump up to 64 gigs. And
Yeah.
I think
my-
that they're going to, I think at the very least, they're going to do a 32 gig. You
They're gonna
might
have-
see a
Don't they have a
64 gig.
32 gig or
No,
no?
no, it's
Oh,
16
then
gigs
forget
right
it.
now.
I want if the iPod Touch,
Yeah.
if that comes out with the 64 gig, I'm going to be getting that.
What they
and
should
that'll
do
be
is
that.
come out with a 32 gig with an SD card slot.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
be
that's
awesome.
never gonna happen.
Never gonna
Never
happen.
gonna
Yeah, that would
You
never
will
happen,
never
huh?
see expandable memory.
It's
on
all
an
about
iPhone.
internal storage. with
Never
Apple,
gonna
huh?
see it. But speaking about the whole ditching your cable box thing, like I was talking about earlier, yesterday I got my mini display to HDMI output for my MacBook.
That is
Okay,
so
this is
nerdy.
geeking out. a
Well,
little
listen. So
Okay.
now I'm hooking up my MacBook to my HD TV,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even need my cable box anymore, man. I got this wireless keyboard your buddy Rich was able to hook me up with. Of
course.
And I'm living the dream with this thing.
Yeah,
So
man,
you
I
got
wa-
the Hulu going on?
Dude, I watched 5 episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia yesterday. I didn't even realize I wasn't watching cable. It was fantastic.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
cool, pretty
It's
cool.
The future.
Well, actually, something I saw on Hulu yesterday too was the first episode of Sit Down, Shut Up.
What is that?
From Mitch Hurwitz. The creator
I've never
of
even heard of
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard very good reviews about that
No,
one.
See, what's funny is we were
Yeah.
pimping this show for months
Yeah.
and months and months. It aired Sunday night. I watched it later on Sunday. Not very good.
How can
I
Will
don't
Arnett and Henry Winkler go wrong, though? I don't
I
understand
don't
how
know.
that's
It
even
was
possible.
not
I don't think
good.
it was terrible.
It was.
I-
It was also the pilot.
It was
Don't
the pilot,
forget.
and like when I first saw the pilot to Arrested Development, didn't like the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I actually
true.
thought it was really boring. It took like 2 or 3 episodes for me to.
It took
get
me a
into
little while to get into what,
And then it was
what
brilliant.
Arrested-
Yeah.
But don't
Right.
forget, the sit down and shut up. It's self-aware too, just like
Oh,
Arrested
yeah.
Development.
Yeah.
They were like, "This has to be good. It's the pilot." You know,
my
they said that
my
a few
favorite
times.
was when he was like, "Can we get a flashback?"
It's like, no, we
No.
don't have the money for that.
That pink can't really even say that.
Yeah, so that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds funny, but you know what? At the end of the day, I prefer my classic shows. CSI, we got Harper's Island I watch every night. Of course, Survivor, right? All the CBS hits. You
And
know.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your
Is that-
Mother, The Amazing Race, 60 Minutes and 48 Hour
Okay,
Mystery.
I'm gonna geek out a little bit. Yesterday, I also saw Caprica.
Caprica,
What is
I don't even know
that?
what that is.
Okay, none of you guys know, but for people who were in the know, Battlestar ended like last week,
Yeah,
2
okay.
weeks ago, right? This is the prequel to the series, and it was actually pretty damn good, and there were boobies in it.
Wow, so nerds really just don't have a reason to leave their TV now.
What's
do they?
just
Never
like,
again.
and there were boobies in it.
There were
Come
boobies
on.
in it.
Come
They were
on.
the first set I've ever seen. They looked good, too. From what my mom told me, they looked just right.
What-
God,
what
you're
is up with
terrible.
that?
Yeah.
No, it actually ended up being really good. Like I was quite surprised because normally, like you hear about these sci-fi shows, and they're
Right.
always about like shit blowing up in space
Yeah.
or whatnot. Yes, there are robots in this one,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all about like religion, sex, the mafia. Is
The
in
mafia,
this.
the
mafia's in
intergalactic
this.
mafia.
What channel is this?
This is on the Sci-Fi Channel. It didn't actually air. It was on DVD.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to
for
wait till that
fans
comes
of
to
the show.
CBS.
Yeah.
Really good. Really
Gotta
good.
wait till they pick that one up.
Right.
Speaking of terribly bad ideas,
Yeah.
I want to talk about this video game mashup that's coming out from Harmonix soon. I don't know whose idea this was. This is the last 2 games that I would ever think have a future together, but for some reason or another,
Yeah.
Lego Rock Band
What?
is coming out. Why would you combine Legos and Rock Band?
What? Oh, okay.
I don't understand this.
I get it. It's just another way to get new fans onto the franchise, right?
No,
Because they have
no,
really
I-
cool songs. It sounds like they got like Blur song number 2.
Big deal.
That's cool.
Why?
When I feel heavy metal. No.
No, I just don't understand why. Like, where in the thought process does Lego come into Rock Band? Yes,
Yeah.
I understand Beatles Rock Band. That
Yeah.
is a good idea. People will buy that up.
Yeah.
Why
Well-
would anyone be like, you know what? They got Legos.
Well, I
Who
feel like
thought Star Wars Legos was good?
Well, that was
okay,
a great
that's
idea.
an anomaly
People
onto
really love
itself.
that.
That's a phenomenon.
That was
Yeah.
it was actually
For
really
some-
good.
For some reason, people really dig the Lego thing.
Yeah.
And I understand, lending the Lego franchise to Batman, to Indiana Jones,
Mm-hmm.
to whatever, and Star Wars. That's fine, but now it's sort of like, well, there's no characters in Rock Band anyway,
Yeah.
except when they do bands and stuff.
Well-
to me, it just doesn't make. It's not a logical collaboration.
Right. Are all the instruments made out of Legos? Because
I
that
don't
would be
know.
cool if you actually had to like build the whole
Yeah, but
thing
that's-
yourself
I see- I
out of
feel like
small Legos.
that's good.
That's like
That's
a
good.
one-off joke.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the joke about it.
Is that but it's not actually
It's
that
not
way.
the case. It's probably you can play it with guitars that you already have from Guitar Hero or Rock
Right,
Band.
right.
Actually, though, in the same vein, a bunch of video game publishers are actually coming out with like a new generation of music games.
Right.
DJ Hero and Scratch the Ultimate
Ooh,
DJ.
DJ Hero looked actually
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
actually for like the generation who didn't grow up during the 80s and like love the whole rock music thing.
It's the
Right.
generation
It's
that
actually
grew
for,
up in
like,
the
hip-hop.
90s and
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
the 90s and whatnot.
Wow, we're finally beyond the youngest.
God, I
This
feel
is
old,
crazy.
huh?
I don't
DJ
know.
Hero though.
DJ Hero.
So
Do you get, like, a
DJ
turntable
It's
with
DJ Tanner Hero.
I would be into that actually. You would push the button and then scratch at the same time. I guess that would be how it works.
Yeah,
And you don't ruin any vinyl.
No.
Which is actually very similar to actually how a lot of modern DJs DJ. They don't
Right.
even use actual vinyl.
Yeah, it's all
anymore.
about Serato. It's that program where you have
You have the laser thing on a
right,
turntable.
and then it analyzes your MP3s, and you can actually scratch your MP3s.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
It's not bad.
So I don't know. Unless they actually come out with a Lego drum set, I'm not going to buy this. But it's kind of weird because I actually blogged about this the other day. Lego's making a big push toward like the electronics industry. They just had a new boombox come out that you can put your iPhone into. So I don't know.
a
Maybe
Lego boombox?
it's a Lego boombox, not made out of Legos. It looks like a big Lego brick. and you just put your iPhone into it and it plays music out of it, which is pretty cool.
Although I gotta say, thinking back to it, when I was little, Legos were like the greatest thing ever.
Legos were cool. I preferred Kinects.
Do you remember that?
No,
Kinect
that
was
was
like
too complicated.
that was way too complicated.
Yeah, I like it
that was-
because you could
that
build
was-
like a car.
But see, that was like the Legos for the rich kids. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's like, you want to build a satellite? Buy this Kinect set.
No, you could really build like a freaking fully functional roller coaster.
Yeah, it was cool. That's why I liked it. What would you could with Legos you would always inevitably build a house.
Right.
That's the only thing you could build with a Lego set.
No.
Or a ship.
What I was most impressed with Lego was the instructions and how you would start off with this little like nothing, and then you
Right.
have the Millennium Falcon. when
Yeah.
you're
actually
done.
one of my favorite things, and this is going to sound terrible, but one of my favorite things to do was to build like a Lego contraption and like throw it against the wall to see it shatter.
Oh my god. How sadistic.
No, that's kind of cool.
What the
No, that
hell?
was
I'm
cool
into
because
that.
like it would explode and
Right.
like fly in a
I'm
million
into that.
pieces.
See,
I'm
Wilson,
into that.
you strike me as the kind of guy that would get into the what is it called? Erector set?
Yeah, record
You
set.
strike me as the erector set guy. You
The
got
erector
it.
set.
Pull it up.
Sandlot.
Little Sandlot reference.
You got it.
No, no one ever effed with the erector set.
No,
that
that thing was real
crazy.
steel.
Yeah, you could literally build a shovel with it.
Built out of brawn and
Man,
steel.
A man built it.
A man built
A man that built the
Isn't
wheel.
that funny?
That's how they got
that's-
to the moon.
That's what
right?
they
Like-
would sell in the 50s. Here's
Yeah.
a bag of steel, kid.
Yeah. Now
Have
put it
fun.
together with these nuts and bolts. It'll help you
Here's
for your
a-
engineering job
Yes,
later on
right?
in
There's
life.
a welding torch.
Yeah.
Have at it.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Guys,
man.
leave us a voicemail, 1-866-404-CNET, or you can email us, the404@cnet.com. We're on the Facebook, we're on the Twitter.
Right.
Real quick with the Twitter. I'm thinking about changing my name on Twitter to my real name.
No, it's
No.
way too late in the
Too
game
late,
to do that
is
now.
it?
What do you,
Too
are
late.
you up to 1,000 followers yet?
No, I'm nowhere near that.
Oh, okay.
I broke 1,000 yesterday.
You did.
So that
what are
was
you
pretty
at,
cool.
Justin?
I think I'm at like 1,500.
Oh,
really?
wow.
So
Wow.
far. Or 1,300, yeah.
Wow, that's really good.
Well, clearly I'm the most popular on the show.
I was going to say.
No, I wanted to
I
say,
actually feel kind of bad now. I
Nah,
have
you-
like 800.
don't change your name. Just start twittering better stuff.
Well, that's the thing. I barely Twitter.
I
You
wanted
always
to say-
Twitter about hockey and
Yeah, well,
nachos.
yeah, anyone
And
trying
not,
to hear
I don't do
about
nachos.
You do nachos.
Well, I've
I've
never
seen,
tweeted
I've seen
about
Twitters about nachos.
Yeah,
Never.
nacho hockey. I wanted to say that people who want to address us on Twitter, make sure you do the @the404 Twitter, because I did
Yeah.
a search for the 404 yesterday. You did so too,
Yeah.
right? And people just put like listening to the 404 podcast, but we don't see that unless we're arrogant enough to look ourselves up.
Right.
Which
we
don't
do every day,
Yeah, which
so.
we do every day, but it's a hassle. So if you want to say something to us, we'll respond back. Just make sure you address it to us.
Yeah,
at
please.
the 404.
Definitely. And also, if you got a spare minute, please go to pv.webbyawards.com to vote for CNET TV
Oh, right.
for the Webby Awards.
For
Hopefully,
Loaded.
we'll win one of those.
Yeah.
Loaded, all of us, we're all under CNET TV.
Yeah, check it
404
out.
is technically a CNET TV.
Technically.
If you want us to still be on the air tomorrow,
you will do what you're told.
go vote for God's sake.
That's pv.webbyawards.com.
So that's going to do it for today. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Tomorrow on the show, hopefully, we're trying to see if she's coming into town, but Jasmine France from CNET San Francisco.
Right, my former boss.
Your former boss.
Yeah, she's going to be on the show. She can dish the dirt on how lazy I truly am.
It's going to be all kinds of fun tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. We'll see you guys then. I'm Jeff Bacalar.
I'm Wilson Tang.
And I'm Justin Yu.
It's the 404. Have a great Tuesday, everyone. See you later.
Erector set.